kind of got stuck because the cam gear was incorrect. And a quick explanation in case I didn't do it in the last video, and I chose to do it in this video. As you see here, this cam gear only has this one big timing mark, and what this engine needs, because it's a Gen 4, it has 4 timing marks on it. So we're just gonna replace this cam gear on this chain and with this one, and we'll be on our way. Again, a good up close shot of both cam gears. We got the 1 timing mark and the one that has the 4 timing marks. So you just need to pay attention to your generation engine, so you make sure you put the right cam gear with your engine. If you don't put the right cam gear, the engine's not going to run and you're not going to have a really good day. The rest of this should go back together the same way it came out. This mark pointing down and the one on the crank pointing up. Okay, after you have it all in, we have ARP bolts in this application. No, I did not put any ARP lube on these bolts, but we're going to put it at 25 foot-pounds, and we're going to end up bending some tabs over, just one on each one, and that will help be a safety. Not 100% necessary, you know, for this application, but it's a little safety add-on. And this gets torqued down, if I didn't say already, it's 25 foot-pounds. Alright. After that, we have the guide. It helps, you know, keep tension on the chain from bouncing around.
That's a new one.
That slides in here. Yeah. Up. And not to be forgotten, you know, bend the tabs over. Again, this is really not 100% necessary. Can I get a hammer? Nope. But it is a little safety tool. If you didn't tighten the bolts down properly. It'll help. I just need a hammer. You take the hammer and you just whack the chain. No, I'm joking. I said a jokey joke. Okay, so I already put the oil pump on. I've torqued it down to 18 foot-pounds, and it's just pretty simple installation. Just slide it on, tighten your 4 bolts, and now we'll install our cover. And I'll use 2 bolts. They still have a little plastic on them to help align them out. And just gonna use my gasket to match up where we're gonna be at. Make sure we're straight. And then we'll slide it around. Had to second guess myself a little bit here. See what you can see. Can you?
Yeah, but I don't know if you can really see. Yeah.
Alright, I'll make the adjustment. So again, I'm just tying it by hand, but you know, I'm not going crazy now. Don't go crazy, you end up cracking the cover. All you're doing is making sure it's tight, making sure it's snug. If you're using a 1/2-inch impact, basically just blow the cover off pretty much, or strip the bolts. Don't be that animal. Alright. Everything's nice and tight. Now rotator. When you get a new oil pump, you need to pay attention to which O-ring you got. There's 2 different O-rings. There's a factory red one and a factory blue one. And the aftermarket for meddling is either green or black. If you have a red, it came with a red seal, use a green seal in their kit. If it has a blue seal, a black, yeah, if you had a blue seal from the factory, use the black one from their kit. So it's something to pay attention to, because you want to use the right seal so you can seal properly, right? No one wants to have no oil pressure in a brand new engine. Alright, so we got the pickup tube. I have the right seal that we're going to be using. I lubed it with some Vaseline. So it could slide in without any issues.
You nasty.
Again, I slid the windage tray on. Again, it's marked. It tells you front. And again, there's something to admire when it comes to the Lsx platform. The GM engineers really thought about everything. This has a full windage tray. This is something that, you know, full race oil pans that you pay high dollars for will come with, and this comes with its stock. So it's something to be admired. The GM engineers really took their time and tried to perfect this platform. No wonder why it's as popular as it is. You get your bolt for your pickup tube. Alright. I'll get everything else started as well. They sell a real nice kit. You know, it's fairly cheap insurance. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, and when it came time to think of it, we didn't get it. And it would pretty much locks this oil pickup tube from both points. From the factory, they only used one. You know, and it's you know, acceptable. But if you're going to be doing any super high performance, you know, driving or whatnot, do yourself a favor and buy the double hold down. It's cheap insurance, and again, we're talking about a $20 part or so. So I mean, started. Alright, I'll have to get this started first before we slide the tube in. There you go. Yeah, I shouldn't have an issue tying that down. Alright. So, oil pan gasket, lays right on. No need for sealant, no need for anything special or anything extra. We're just ready to go. That's the way it is. Carlos did a nice job painting the pan, and just important things, you know, just to look at. Make sure when you clean, you do a good job cleaning. This is where your oil filter, you know, mounts and is integral to the oil pan, and you have a bypass here. You just want to make sure everything's clean, because this is where you get your filtered oil, and it flows, you know, through the engine itself. You can see deep down into the pickup there. When I go around with the electric impact, it's important to note that I'm not going crazy with it. I'm just cinching it down. I'm not, I don't have it at a very high setting. So even though you hear it clicking, I only have it at, you know, at a very low setting. It's set at like level 4 or whatnot. So wherever that is, and that ratchet, it's pretty low. After recording, I realized I was a little bit out of frame. So, just to reiterate everything I just did, when it came to the oil pan, tighten all the bolts. All the bolts are the same size except the 2 rear ones, which are long and skinny. And the rest of the bolts are the same size. So it's kind of hard to mess it up. Just put all the bolts where they belong, tighten it down, and again, the bottom end is done. So now we're at the home stretch. We'll flip it the other way around. We got some lifters in it, get the heads on her, and we have something that looks like an engine.